So the next part in your assignment, I think, is a lot easier, and you are more used to thinking about software applications and the uses of software applications. So sometimes called apps, these are programs that have been developed to carry out specific tasks. And I've actually gone ahead and started to brainstorm a few of the main uses of these apps in order to solve particular problems and fulfill identified user needs. There are different ways to categorise apps. So I could categorise them through their license, the type of software license that they need, whether it's free or commercial. I could categorise them by computer platform. Are they for desktops? Are they for mobiles? However, here I have categorised them as the most popular use, the uses of software, and I'm also going to talk about the implications behind their use. Now bear with me, I'm going to attempt to actually add to this mind map as I am recording. It's the first time I've done this, so bear with me. So the first one that I want to talk about is gaming. So obviously this is the one that you are more familiar with, and if we talk about the needs, why we have gaming software, it's for things such as obviously to keep you entertained, really important, educational reasons. So gaming can really help educate if you think about revision apps. But also I think the one that's underestimated and not really thought about is how gaming can actually help recuperation after traumas, hospital stays, and have real health benefits. I know in the media there's a big thing about the negative side of health and gaming, but actually it can help with recuperation following trauma. And obviously think about examples. I'm not going to list these examples, but I'm sure you can think of things like Call of Duty, Activision, BioWare, Mass Effect, Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed, Microsoft Minecraft. You can think of plenty of different gaming apps. Okay, entertainment. So entertainment, the need that this has to fulfill is to help people relax. Help you relax. It lets you enjoy various forms of media. And such as music, video, books, and it's through downloads, streaming. Sorry, bear with me. So entertainment, I'm thinking things like Apple iTunes, Microsoft Media Player, BBC iPlayer, Amazon Kindle app. So these are entertaining apps. I'm going to jump across to productivity. So the needs of a productivity app would be things like spreadsheets, Microsoft Office, databases, Word to type letters, word processors, presentation software, PowerPoint. They help workers complete tasks more efficiently. That's the whole point. That's why it's called productivity. So it's to help users be more efficient and accomplish tasks in a more efficient way. And if I just zoom across a little bit, it's sort of cut off there. Productivity apps are really for people who work in administrative roles. Office workers, businesses, they are administrative roles. In terms of information and storage management, that helps us save our information safely. It's about security, preventing loss, stopping work being lost. How is it going to be stored, backed up? And in today's society, it's really important that there is rapid retrieval. So via the internet, that you can very, very quickly download, typically from the internet. And as I've said, it's thinking about actually how you're going to store. You might be storing photos, files. So it's about your storage that's ultimately preventing loss. So this would be examples of information and storage management would be things like Dropbox, Google Drive, Apple iCloud. For productivity, just going back to that, so it's things like Microsoft Office, OpenOffice, Adobe Creative Suite, Google Drive, or apps for work. In terms of our repetitive or dangerous tasks, this would be apps that are used to almost act as simulations to stop humans having to be there whilst an activity's being undertaken. So it could be setting up filming of I'm just thinking like volcanoes erupting, things like that, where through technology the human being wouldn't actually need to be there, and you could use sensors, you could use some kind of media so that you can actually view what's happening from afar while still remaining safe. And apps that are used to automate equipment. I think that's the key thing. Actually making those sensors turn on. If I use the strange volcano as an example. It doesn't have to just be hazardous, although obviously that is the key need. It's to prevent hazards and environments that are hazardous. That's why these apps are needed, to prevent hazardous environments, but also to stop monotonous or boring tasks, manual tasks. These apps can be used to actually replace the really boring tasks and actually get technology, an app, to do it instead of a human. It also is cheaper. So it is helpful for the business or the industry. They're saving money by using an app to do some of these jobs instead of a person. So I'm thinking things like the energy industry, self-driving trucks, in mines, car manufacture, chemical processing, and I'm sure whatever the scientific term is for working at the side of a volcano. In terms of social media apps, Obviously, we are all quite familiar with those. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Pinterest, Instagram, WordPress, bloggers. The whole point of these apps is that they're designed to connect you. They're connecting you to other people. That is the whole point. They are connecting you to others. I'll just zoom back across. Apologies, my screen isn't quite big enough. As well as connecting you to other people, and obviously the key thing is to aid communication, which I think has been massively important at the minute with our coronavirus and lockdown. Things like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Skype, FaceTime has been huge to still enable work to happen and meetings to happen that are over a network. That's been a huge need at the minute for safety, for security, to keep us all safe. Sharing ideas, that's the whole point behind it as well. As well as ideas, any kind of sharing, so sharing events, sharing images, sharing photos, sharing videos, even things like GIFs, memes. So social media. And lastly, we have got our search engines. And the need that search engines have to fulfill is to basically help users quickly and accurately search the World Wide Web. That is the whole point, that you're searching for specific terms. And from those specific terms, you're going to get meaningful results. You're going to find what you need. So it's information finding. I think that's probably the best example that I could give. And examples of search engines, we've got Google, Bing, Yahoo search, Ask Jeeves, Dogpile. There's loads and loads and loads. So your next assignment is to actually start to list these uses of software, the different uses. And you can see how I've grouped them through their actual use. And then I've gone into why they're needed. So the subtasks are about why these types of software are needed. I am going to actually add to this and share it with you and actually look at the negative implications of these software in the next video. So this mind map will actually grow. Just trying to see if I can get it on the screen for you fully. Bear with me. I think this is probably going to be as good as I can get it. There you go. So start to make notes about the uses of software applications and the purpose, the need. Why were these software types needed to be created? If you want to add your own examples, you can add images, you could add screenshots. Think about how you're going to present it and make your notes.